pojďme jim zatleskat! Ještě zbývá představit rozhodčí dnešního utkání. Jimmy Slow, the referees of this game, are Megan Lemont and Kerry Keller. Takže Tip Sport Areno, jak se těšíte na třetí utkání našich hráček? Chci vás slyšet! Jestli nebudete pamět trošku víc, tak hodně nepřijdou. Pojďme je přizvat na hrací bloku! Tak, já myslím, že jste to pochopili, hodně vás neslyší, takže skutečně, kdo je tady v aréně, musí fandit. Pojďme roztleskat arénu! Vážení fanoušci, prosím, přivítejte tým České republiky!
There is the scene here at Tip Sport Arena in Pardubice, Czech Republic, as the Czech women's team about to take on their neighbors from Slovakia. The Czechs have been perfect so far in this championship. They are sitting with a record of 2-0. Slovakia defeated Canada 2-1 in their opening game, but then lost 3-1 to the United States. The Czechs had no trouble with either the United Kingdom or Italy. We'll see if the Slovaks can provide a tougher test. This will really let us know how the women's group sets up. If it's a close game between the Czechs and the Slovaks, it means that maybe Canada, the Slovaks, the United States, and Czechs all could be battling for the gold medal and all have those aspirations. If the Czechs roll over the Slovaks like they did those first two teams, they're going to have everybody worried.
Číslo 88 number 8 Zuzana Tomíčková. Číslo 87 number 87 Lucia Zámorská. Číslo 19 number 90 Iveta Frühauf. Číslo 89 number 79 Jana Kapustová. Číslo 13 number 13 Petra Jučová.
Starting lineups.
Číslo 55
starting in goal.
Diana Barková.
For Slovakia, it will be Tomíčková.
A teď chci slyšet také arénu. To je základní sestava výběru Češek do starting line-up of Team Czech Republic. Číslo 30 na 30 Kateřina Čechovská. Číslo 21
Zabaska starting in goal for the Czech Republic. Tomíčková and Zeskova. I'm going to have trouble with it all game long. I might as well warn everybody now. Havska goes in the Czech Republic for some reason. Didn't get that one in my head yesterday. We're off to a bad start already. Should be a good game, though. Zakowska, Romičkova. Do you see the Slovaks? It'll be the white, the blue, red trim Czechs. They wear their red, white, and blue trim.
Potřebuje trochu té vaší fanouškovské energie. Taky pojďme nabít, začneme fandit! To je celkem málo, musíme přidat, té energie je potřeba víc.
Vargova will take the face-off for Slovakia against number 8, Točkova. We are underway. Nemcheva gets it over to Kasinova. Kasinova will clear it in on it first. Sorolkova. She's watched by Fruhov. She's in behind the goal, taken there by Zaborska. Zaborska up along the board. She's stopped. Slovaks come away with it. Flip pass out through center, down in over the blue line. Cleared out by the Czechs. At center, they'll give it away. Brought in by Manartova. She'll drop it off. Shisheva in front right away. A shot, save made. Rebound is still loose. Whistle goes. Right away, great chance for the Czech Republic. Left alone in front was Vendela. Kriblova. There's a shot from Kriblova. Save made by Romičkova. Romičkova got it up as far as the blue line. Brought back in by the Czechs. That was Ledlova. In behind the goal, wraparound try by Shishova. Shishova. Laid back in. Back to get it, number 24. Pavlikova. Up to Shinova. Shinova. Down behind the goal. To the side of the goal, and the Czechs clear it again. Zistanska has to hustle back. All over her is Kvenchkova. And a little lazy flip shot from number 15, Nemcheva. She with the big slap shot. She scored 3 goals in this championship already. Katerina Nemcheva. Nemcheva's shot goes wide. In behind the goal. Out in front, shot save. Sorolkova got a good shot from the high slot. Save made by Tomchikova. Michkova working on it. Michkova didn't give up a rebound. Točkova on the face-off for the Czech Republic, won by the Slovaks. On the head to Pustova. Stopped there by Manartova. Kriblova looking for Manartova. Strong player. We've talked about her in the first couple of games that the Czechs played. Still down in the corner. Move it up ahead. Vargova. Stopped at center. Thrown right back in again. Tomichkova's got it. Will cover up. so far, it's been all Czech Republic. 2:41 gone first period. See that battle down in the corner for the ball. Face-off wasn't done fairly. They'll do it again. Priblova against Kamiskva. Kept in, shot from the point. That was Priblova. Ledlova holding it in. Ledlova goes down. It's actually Kasinova is down for the Czech Republic. Penalty coming up. Play allowed to continue. The Czechs bring it out, shoot it wide. Now the whistle goes. Players concerned for Kasinova, who went down hard into the boards. I was right the first time. It is Ledlova, 71. Hits her head on the dasher. Aneta Ledlova, key player for the Czech Republic, but you could see as she made contact, her head hit the dasher. Put a red mark there on the cheek. She makes her way to the bench. Against Vargava. It's Vargava, number 55 for the Slovaks. They win the face-off. Get it down the floor. It'll go wide. Power play here for the Czechs. There was a penalty on that hit along the boards on Ledlova. Kapustova will get to it for the Slovaks and send it down the floor again. Minute 34 to go in the power play. Shisheva to Volkova, played in, out to play it. Michkova, Manitoba has it behind the goal, over into the corner, back at the point they come. Nemcheva, don't let her wind up, she does, right on net, good save. Back at the point, Volkova, Nemcheva, she will hammer it, blocked this time. Nemcheva down into the corner. Priblova out in front, backhand, that's blocked, cleared to the boards. For Volkova. Volkova, that did not get through. Slovaks bring it out short-handed. Nemcheva just got in the way of the Czech player. Priblova at the blue line. The Czechs keep it in. They've gained the zone, so they've got half the floor to work with. Shot goes wide as Priblova was able to just walk in with it. Sliding to keep it in, Nemcheva. In behind the goal, up around the boards. Nemcheva again has got it. Slovak player out of the penalty box. We are back to 5 aside. Slovaks did a good job of killing that off. Brought in by Karashnikov. Sinova back inside our own blue line. To Frishova. Up ahead to Herskova. They'll go in around behind the goal. Rulova has it. Kayla Rulova circling the goal, holding it. Still has it. Rulova all the way around, did a full 360, gets a shot on goal, and Tomichkova with the save. Rulova with the ball on a string. That was goes all the way around the goal. There's the first shot. It is tipped in front. That's the shot that came in. Luva's shot was tipped by Krasnikova. 24. Sent further along by Railova. Shisheva. Going to be too many players on the floor against the Slovaks. They were changing as the ball came up along the boards. And they got caught with too many players out there. So another power play for the Czechs. Slovaks can't afford to give up power plays to this powerful Czech team. Czechs are tough to play against when you're 5-on-5. They get an extra player out there, it's that much more difficult. Face off down to the left of Susanna Timichkova. Face off won by the Czechs. There's that hard shot by Nemcheva. Save made by Timichkova. Still a minute 53 to go in the power play. That just took 7 seconds to get that good scoring opportunity. Slovaks have it kept in at the blue line. Good work there by Kasinova. Nemcheva will go over on the right side. Down in behind the goal, wraparound attempt. Timichkova bowls the fort. Whistle goes. Jam it home from the side of the goal. Slovaks won the faceoff. Couldn't get it out. Now they'll tip it off. Short-handed opportunity coming up for the Slovaks. Shot save made. Short-handed. Now the Slovaks do a great job holding the ball down into the corner. Killing time, 1:08 left to go. There's Zikowska. Goaltender for the Czech Republic, making her first save. Blocker, left-handed goalkeeper. Took the face-off for Slovakia. The ball went all the way down into her end. On it first is Horalkova. Patachkova back at the blue line. Kasinova. Long shot way over the top of the goal by Shisheva. And Shisheva looking a little sheepish as she walks off. Replaced by Nemcheva. That shot just sailed way over the top of the goal and out over the glass and out of play. Czechs come up with it. Still on the power play. Kasinova got it out in front. Slovaks come away. Nemcheva came away with it. One of the Slovaks is down. Referee walks right by. Play continues on. Ball goes up and out of play. Now they'll stop it. Number 27, Lenka Ranikova. Medical personnel here at Tipsport immediately come out onto the floor. See if we can pick up what happened. Here's Korenikova, Nemcheva. And Nemcheva's left leg catches the right leg of Korenikova, and she goes down awkwardly into the boards, now making her way back to the players' bench. I thought it might have been the leg, but she may have hit her head on the board. Well, she hit the dasher like Vedlova did a little while ago, but she was shaken up. Long shot from the point, blocked away. Rishava moves it up ahead. Slovak penalty's over. They've killed off another one. Long shot in. Dimichkova's got that. 9 minutes gone, first period. No score. Slovaks have killed off a couple of penalties. I suspect if they want any chance of winning this one and upsetting the powerful Czechs, they need to stay out of the penalty box. Vriblova take the face off for the Czechs. They win it. Poked away though, and Slovaks had a chance to move it. They don't. Kept in by Priblova. Ball goes high in the air just inside the blue line. Settles down. Slovaks again try and get it out. It's still inside the offensive zone. Priblova doing great work. Gets it down low. Shisheva working out in front on the backhand. Scores! Denisa Shisheva opens the scoring for the Czech Republic. Making up for that previous miscue. Remember, her slap shot went way up in the air. Comes off the boards, holds it, great patience, stays on the backhand, gets around Dimichkova and opens the scoring. There, avoids the poke check and then slides it under the body of the diving Dimichkova. Great work. First to avoid the poke check, and then as Dimichkova dives, she just slides it under the body. 1-0. Beautiful goal. Denisa Shisheva. Four players over inside Slovak blue line, tipped away. Here's Manitova out in front. Priblova looking for it. It's slapped away. Somehow it stays out. Manitova had an empty net and hit the defense. Czechs looking for more. Dimichkova's lost her goal stick. Kusinova to the goal. Tacheva had a chance. Out at center, kept in the offensive end by the Czechs. Now the Slovaks move it out. Bring it in over the blue line. Kranikova, injured player a moment ago. Nikova. Nemcheva back at the blue line. Prevlikova's shot goes wide. Cleared out, chipped away, chasing after it is Hiksova. Hiksova breaking Hiksova to the backhand. Save made by Dimichkova. A lot of players down in the corner. Marichkova for Slovakia got it free. And the Slovaks move it out. Only as far as center, stop there. The Czechs have it. Krishova through the middle. Pass somehow ends up on the stick of Shishova again. Shishova. It's a work in progress. Czechs bring it back in. Great move at the blue line by Kriblova. Then she lost it. Ball off the boards. Went in behind number 97, Vyškova. And it'll be a flooring call against the Slovaks. That run by Hiksova went to the backhand. Dimitrova made the save. Battle just inside the blue line, comes in along the boards. Picking it up is Horolkova. Fruhoff is on her. Horolkova still battling for it. Comes out in front. Slovaks get it to the blue line. Kapustova. Kapustova getting inside the blue line. Player alone in front, and it hopped over the stick of Vergova. She was all alone in front. If that ball had settled, she was in behind the Czech defense. Czech's turn. Bring it up the floor. To center and beyond. The Sinova shot goes wide. Back at the blue line. Krishova. It rolled into Tomichkova. She never did cover it. The whistle went a little quickly. Fans weren't overly pleased about that. She gets the paddle down. It bounces off the paddle of her goal stick. The referee had blown the whistle. Rulova won the face-off for the Czechs. Shot was blocked. Second shot also blocked. Doesn't get through to the goalkeeper. Behind the goal. Kavanchkova. Rulova along the boards. Kept in by Hiksova. Around the boards. Stasova into the middle. Yurkova. Number 23, Kasmarska, number 13. That pass picked off by Lalikova, taken back by the Czechs. Shishova doesn't shoot it. Shishova back at the point. Shot comes in wide of the goal. The Czechs are on it. Shishova off the boards. Into the slot. Shot. Good one. Off the stick of Kriblova. Tomichkova with the save. Ledlova back out there now. He was injured earlier. Neda Ledlova down into the corner. She'll go to the front of the goal. Kriblova behind the goal, twisting and turning. That's Shishova. Shishova with it. Now to Kriblova. Back to Shishova. She'll try the jam play at the side of the goal. Cut off there by Malikova of Slovakia. Whistle goes. We're down to 9 seconds left to go in the first period. The Czechs have dominated, but only the one goal so far. Rogova heading to the players' bench.
na YouTube kanále Hokejbal TV.
Right into Tomichkova. She had to make the save. 5 seconds to go in the period. Play will end there in the corner. There's the buzzer to end the first period. Busy period for that woman there, Susanna Tomichkova. Not quite so busy for Katerina Sakovska. All right, one period done. We got through that one. 1-0. Czech Republic leads Slovakia. We'll be back with the second period of this game from Tipsport Arena in Pardubice, the Czech Republic, in just under 10 minutes. Be sure to stay with us.
Já tady mám obětí Denisu Křížovou, střelkyni úvodní branky proti Slovensku. Deniso, doteď to byly 4 asistence, konečně branka, jaký to byl pocit?
Pocit byl krásný, ale to nejde hlavně, že budeme 1-0 a to je opravdu důležitý.
Jaký jsou Slovenky soupeřové? Máte za sebou zápas s Velkou Británií a Itálií a teďka asi přišel trochu těžší kalibr. Zhodnoť nám Slovenky.
Ano, je to těžší soupeř, víc s náma běhá a má velice šikovnou brankařku, kterou máme za ten problém všechno.
Takže teďka bude nějaká týmová porada o tom, abyste si řekli, jak nás budou brankářů Slovenska. Ty jsi ten recept našla, jaký ten recept je?
Tak já jsem ho našla po individuální akci, ale myslím si, že nejvíc bude rozhodovat solidní před brankařkou a střely.
Tohle je Denisa Křížová. Ještě jednou potlesk pro střelkyni úvodní branky a zatleskněte taky ve dribu. Ten nám sice nic neřekne, ale je také krásný. Garanti mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Ministerstvo školství, mládeže a tělovýchovy, Agentura Czech Turismu, Pardubický kraj, statutární město Pardubice. Generálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká podnikatelská pojišťovna a Finex Technology. Hlavní partneři mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou JTEC, KYB Manufacturing, PlayStation, služby města Pardubic, Battery Shop, T6 Power, Quiz, Marvold, AML Holding, Radegast, stavební firma Jičmínek, Czech Insurance Agency, Nissan Auto In. Partnery Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu jsou Sabe, Střída Sport, Berč 53, Fischer Hockey, Stillman, Hejduk Sport, CCM a Wimber. Hlavními mediálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká televize a Český rozhlas Radiožurnál. Partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou AAA Auto, Štojbly, Léčebné lázně Bohdaneč, Keto Diet, Vodovody, kanalizace Pardubice, Explozia, Charlotte, TNT Trade, Auto, Energie AG Bohemia, Marknet, Calypso, ČPP Service, Správa a údržba silnic Pardubického kraje, Napatrax, Comia, EM Stav, Hastex a Haspra, Elektroservis Odr, Finet Pardubice, Tekam, Mados MT, SAM Litomyšl, Bauxet.cz a Top Centrum. Dodavateli mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Rozvojový fond Pardubice, ABK, Edera, Konektér, Flejny, Odrážavka, Ditfood, České dráhy, Rosengard, Patapuf, Red Tide, Bonte Catering, Chargebox, Holfloor, Tiburon, Kohinor, Berserk, Finlandia a Frenzel. Regionálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Aquacentrum Pardubice, Atrium Palác Pardubice, Deep Vision, destilační společnost Východní Čechy, Kulturní centrum Pardubice, Dopravní podnik Pardubice, McDonald's, Dostihový spolek Pardubice, HC Dynamo Pardubice, Letiště Pardubice, Golf Resort Lutická Hora a regionální rozvojová agentura Pardubického kraje. V České republice, konkrétně v Pardubicích, se sešly týmy skutečně z celého světa. Možná i z takových teplých koutů, které byste nečekali. Haiti, Hongkong nebo Arménie. Co si myslíte, jak se těmto borcům líbí v České republice? Pojďme se podívat. Na mistrovství světa v hokeji, ale tady v Pardubicích máme exotické týmy, jako je Arménie, Libanon a nebo Indie. My jsme vyspovídali hráče jednotlivých týmů a zeptali jsme se jich, jak se jim líbí v České republice, konkrétně tady v Pardubicích.
Pivo? Czech beer, amazing, one of the best in the world. I haven't even had some. I'm gonna keep it for after the tournament, and then I'll really enjoy it.
I haven't tasted it, but my teammates say it's fantastic.
Fantastic. You think it's the best beer in the world? Seriously, I think so, yeah.
It's good. It's probably one of the best ones I've tasted, to be honest.
The beer's great. It's cold and it tastes especially good after a win.
Fans? Yeah, it's amazing because generally when we play, there's not that many people that are in the stands. And yesterday, the opening ceremony was a full crowd, it was a full arena, and it made us really. It got us into the pro mood, you know. So I thought it was amazing.
The Czech fans are excellent fans. They love the sport, and you've seen that yesterday when they came to the game. So many people here watching the Czech game, and I'm sure there's going to get more and more people as the tournament goes on, right? So the atmosphere here is second to none.
We played today. There's definitely a few fans out there cheering for us, which is great to see. We saw the Bermuda flag in the crowd. Every one of these tournaments, we always seem to by the end of it have a lot of fans. I think everybody likes the shorts and the ties and the get dressed up. So we appreciate the fan support, and it's been good so far.
You have great clothing. Is it typical for you or just for hockey ball?
So yeah, in Bermuda, this is what we would wear normally on a day-to-day basis when we go to work because of the heat and humidity. It's very hot there, so shorts play a big part of it. So we wear the long socks and shorts, sometimes a jacket, sometimes not. But this is what we typically wear on a day-to-day basis in Bermuda.
I don't think I should say anything right now, but yes, they're very good.
Well, I'm married, but they are beautiful, and we do have one of our players that his girlfriend is in Czech Republic, and we do appreciate them. They're wonderful, and I'm sure they're going to come out and cheer for us.
I don't think I should say anything. No, they're good looking. Thank you.
I'm also married. I didn't look at any women, but I heard that there's lots of good looking women. They're always dressed nice and they walk around very beautiful. I heard. I didn't see, but I heard.
Amazing. So far, so good. Yeah, it's really, really nice. And people are friendly and it feels great.
Oh, Czech Republic is beautiful. It's great weather, lots of nice people, and great food. They're having a great time in Czech Republic.
Czech Republic's great. We just got in yesterday, so we're just here for a short time. But for some of us, this is our second hockey tour into the Czech Republic. We had a wonderful time the last time, and I'm sure we'll have a better time this time.
Well, the city is amazing, right? The people like you, everybody really like well dressed, and I love it. Like nice weather, nice people, and nice people. Like yeah, this is the best.
V první třetině jsme byli sice svědky pouze jedné branky, ale stála za to a té parády bylo více. Pojďme se podívat na highlight.
One to nothing, the Czech Republic leads Slovakia after 15 minutes of play here in women's competition. at the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. Reminder again, we are in Pardubice in the Czech Republic. My name is George Scott. Working through the pronunciation of the Czech and the Slovak women's teams. Bear with me, folks. Their fourth game today, 2 more to go. Steve Powers just arrived from Canada as well. He may jump in and do a few games from time to time to give me a little bit of a break. We've got 49 games to cover here from Tipsport. Works out to just about 5 games a day, given that we only had 3 on the opening day and we'll have 2 on Championship Saturday. It's up. Shots on goal, first period, 17-2 favoring the Czech Republic. Total domination. The Slovaks just gave up the 1 goal. They need to stay out of the penalty box. The goal was not a power play one, but they spent too much time killing penalties in that first period. They had 3. So they need to improve on that. Ralkova. That is Fruhov for Slovakia, along with Vargova. Just about set to get underway in the second period. Even strength as we start this second. Cleared in by the Czechs. Racing back there, Fruhov for Slovakia. On at first is Ralkova for the Czechs. Patechkova. Now against the boards, it's Hiksova. Ball comes to the side of the goal. Czech still on it. Slovaks can't get a handle on it. There's a bump along the boards. Czech stay with it. Manitoba back at the blue line. Picked up back here. Shot looking for the deflection. Gets one. It goes over the top of the goal. Kasinova's shot was deflected. And the Czechs go right to that cycle game. They'll keep it down low. Hrolkova. Manitoba out in front, shot blocked, didn't get through. Picked up by Vargova. She just gets rid of it at center. Kasinova across up at the blue line, that's broken up. Comes here to the near boards. Zaborska got it down the floor for Slovakia, but it'll be a flooring call against the Slovaks. Here's the shot from Kasinova. It gets deflected in front, up over the top of the goal. Piblova will take the face-off for the Czech Republic. Up against is Marska for the Slovaks. Druzinova got it down the floor for the Slovaks over on the far side. Getting in there first. Stasova behind the goal. Kesmarska for the Slovaks. Out in the high slot, shot blocked in front. Did not get through to the goalkeeper. Swept away by Pavlikova. Now the Czechs clear it down. Back to pick it up for the Slovaks. Gabarichkova Turning. Drusinova down into the corner. Slovaks have it. Lost it in her feet. Zaborska, then it comes in front. Czechs come away, 2-on-1. To the blue line, and a good defensive play by Gorikova. She's Lalikova, number 22, made the play. Back down corner, Hicksova. Czech stymied there inside the blue line. Drusinova trying to hold it against the boards. The Czechs have it. Latachkova, almost a giveaway inside the Czech blue line. So Slovaks coming on a little bit here, but here come the Czechs again. In over the blue line. Into the feet of Zidnanska. Zidnanska plays it around behind her goal. Penalty coming up. This one will be to the Czechs. The ball comes loose. Slovaks will get the extra attacker out for the delayed penalty. Up along the boards, that'll be touched up easily there by Rulova. And Slovakia, who seem to be playing a little bit better with a little more confidence in the last couple of shifts, will pick up the power play. Here is the penalty as they go into the boards. And you see the shove into the boards. Petra Kazinskova will go. .338 gone, second period. Gadzova take the face off for the Slovaks. Won by the Czechs. Cleared down the floor. Racing in there was Chichova. Determined to get that right. Slovaks, long pass up at center. That's broken up. Czechs have it again, trying to get in front. Cleared away. No possession by the Slovaks yet on this power play. Minute 25 left to go in it. Ismarova down into the corner. Good pass up ahead. Finds Stazova. Stazova's in over the blue line. Now they'll set up. Zaborska across to Kesmarova. That shot blocked. Rebound, they score! The Slovaks have tied it on the power play. Jana Kapustova has equalized it for the Slovaks. There the shot comes in. The first one doesn't get through. She jumps on it. Actually, it's number 23, I believe, Kesmarska. It is. Kesmarska has tied it for the Slovaks. All that pressure, all those shots by the Czechs in the first period, but only one goal. When you're only one goal down, all it takes is one shot, and you're right back in it. 1-1, a power play goal. Barbora Kesmarska. First goal given up by the Czechs in this tournament. Player knocked down, and this isn't going to help the Slovaks, though. Maybe a little too exuberant body contact. Roughing actually will be the call. There's Karaknikova. Knocks down Patachkova. Actually, it's number 6. Zigova. The penalty has been called against Kaczmarska, who just scored the goal. So the Czechs will try and restore their advantage. Moralkova back at the point, winding up, shot well wide of the goal. There the near boards kept in. You hear the drumming inside the tip sport. Shisheva. Tachkova back at the blue line. Volkova. And behind the goal, Manitova. Patachkova. Shisheva shot came in. This will be a crease violation against the Czechs. Ball comes back to the point. That was Shisheva's shot. Just missed, not by a lot. But there was a Czech player in the goal crease, so the faceoff will come outside. 1:02 left to go in the Czech power play. We are tied at 1. Kasinova will stop it, back it up. She gains the zone. Lots of room. Nemcheva, Ledleva, down into the corner. Kribleva. Ledleva. Ledleva holding it. She can shoot, but she's going to bring it back to the point. Kribleva. That's Nemcheva. Ledleva. Ledleva, slap pass. Too hot to handle. Out at center. It'll be cleared. And Kranikova. Nemcheva back to get it. Sinova. Pass missed at the blue line, so it'll be a flooring call against the Czechs. Hicksova saying she touched it. Showing the referee, hey, it hit my stick. Come on, ref. Or something to that effect. 6:57 gone. Second period. We've got a 1-1 tie. Czech Republic and Slovakia. That'll do it for the penalty to Slovakia. They're back at even strength. Kaczmarska is back out. Rulova over the blue line, makes a move, goes down and chases it. Rulova circling the goal. Back at the point, calling for it was Frichova. Comes off the end boards. And holding it there is Tomchikova. Off the end boards, pouncing on it, Tomchikova. Ball comes off the end boards very quickly on those shots that miss the goal. Teams will use that intentionally. If you can't get a shooting lane on the goal, shoot it off the end boards and hope it bounces out in front. And you can get a hold of it. Goaltenders have to be very aware of that. That's on Tomchikova was. So the shot hit the end board, she turned and immediately covered it. Nemcheva. Good play to hold it in and then backhand it towards the goal. It goes wide. On the boards. Manitova allowed to walk right in. Gets a couple of whacks at it. It goes wide. Some of the fans on the other side thought it had gone in on the rebound. But they just backed off. Manitova. And she was allowed to come in, not just take the shot, but get to the rebound as well. And she's got it again along the boards. Back at the point. Nemcheva, look out here. hammers in, and it's deflected over the top of the goal, to the side of the goal. Patachkova gets it to the boards. Czech Republic pressing again. All bouncing around. Czechs have it. Back out at center. Nemcheva again shoots it. This one's high. It was touched by a high stick by the Czechs, played by the Slovaks. Play is allowed to continue. Mishkova out at center. Ball touched somebody at the Slovak bench. Face-off will be just outside the Czech blue line. Nemcheva. If you're on the Slovak team, you've got to be aware of her and try not to let her do just that. We're talking about her through the 3 games now that the Czechs have played. Booming slap shot, also on display in Zug, Switzerland 2 years ago. The Czechs won a silver medal, losing to Canada in that gold medal game. Most of the players are back. Frankly, they look even better than they did in Zug. But they're in tough here. The Slovaks bending, not breaking. Ledleva into the middle, pass into the feet of Pribleva. Ledleva again off the boards. Didn't get much on that shot. It was blocked by Fruhoff. But again, the Czechs have it. Pribleva. Can't play the whole game in your own end. That shot came in, a good one, right on goal. Tomichkova with the save.
Hashtag vraťme sa do domov, slyšeli jsme o něm už mnohokrát, takže využijte té příležitosti, zobrazit se na naší krásné velké kostce a také na sociální síti Instagram nebo Twitter. Pojďte, houskujte, smějte se, plačte, radujte se, pojďte se s pivem, pojďte se s vínem, pojďte se s kávou, pojďte se kdekoliv, hlavně začne jen, vraťme zlato domů.
Ball goes up in the air, stays in play in behind the Slovak goal. Again, it bounces up in the air, batted away, comes out in front to the side of the goal. Tomichkova looks around, ball's over on the other side. Stasova clears it all the way down the floor, and it will be a flooring call against the Slovaks. The Czechs continue to pour it on, but we are still tied at 1. Stasova there for Slovakia. Ryshkova and Zatanska. Stepping in to take the face-off, Gorogova. Slovak player knocked down right from the face-off. Slashing penalty coming up to the Czechs. And if there's one problem with Lucia Martinova's game, she spends too much time in the penalty box. Almost as much time as she does in front of the opposition goal. So the Czechs would rather have her doing more of the latter, less of the former. Picked up 3 penalties in yesterday's game. Slovaks on the power play. They scored on their last power play opportunity. So Lucia Manitoba in the penalty box. Down the floor. Number 21 there for the Czech Republic. Zinova running alongside the ball, hand in the air, expecting the referee to call it flooring. Thought she could let it go, and she's complaining about it there, but that's the right call. She could have touched that ball at any time and avoided the flooring call. She let it go. The referee said, we're not going to call that. You've got to make an honest effort to play it. She didn't. right at the blue line. Not much room there. Referee blows the play dead. Minute 24 left to go in the Slovak power play. Kapustova won the face-off, but went right back between the 2 point players for Slovakia. So they've got to gain the offensive zone again. They do. Bringing it in is, well, as that happens, another penalty to the Czechs. So it'll be a 2-player advantage for a minute 11 for the Slovaks. Zarinova is bringing it in, and yeah, tripped up. Heading to the penalty box. Kusinova. A rough couple of shifts. First complaining about the no flooring call and then picks up a penalty. 2-player advantage for the Slovaks. An extended 5-on-3. Player falls down right on top of the puck. Bernakova.
Time 25-48. Penalty for player number 21, Karolina Kosinova from the Czech Republic. 2 minutes for tripping.
Kuzmarek will take the face-off for the Slovaks. Ball goes in behind the goal. On at first, Shisheva doesn't get it out. Kept in. Pavlikova. Zitanska, Pavlikova. He'll move in a little closer now with the 5-on-3. That pass picked off. They have a little more mustard on that pass. You're going to make it that far across. And that pass will take the Slovaks outside the offensive zone. They get it in, but they've got to go get it. Stasova. That pass came from outside the red line all the way down. This will be a flooring call. Not good. You're up 5-on-3 power play. And you get called for flooring. Some sloppy ball handling. Just before that, they tried to make a pass D to D that came out over the center red line, so they had to try and regain that offensive zone. And that's when they get called for the flooring. 28 seconds to go in the initial penalty. The Czechs win the face-off, and they'll kill a lot of time down there. Rulova behind the goal. Rulova tying up the Slovak player. Rulova doing incredible work down behind the goal. She gets knocked down. The Czechs want a penalty there. Referee out at center, shaking her head. Gadzova. They gain the zone. Tipped in. Played out. First penalty has expired. Just a 5-on-4 now. And the Slovaks really made a mess of that. They had a great opportunity. Gadzova. Over the blue line. Threw it in front. Great chance. Big save. Ball still loose now. The whistle goes. Rusanova in front. And a great save by Zakowska right there on the deflection. Referee thought she had it covered up. Great pass. Gadovska, Rusanova, oh, sorry, butchered that. Speaking of butchering things. Rusanova. The side of the goal. Zakowska, her best save. Cleared down the floor again. Hand pass. Just 8 seconds to go now with the penalty to the Czechs.
A teď celá ta ráda tady kočky. My chceme pusu, my chceme pusu, jej!
Horalkova will take it behind the goal. That'll do it. Penalty's over. Czechs killed it off. We're back to even strength. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Running in over the blue line was Rulova. Interference penalty against the Slovaks, against Pavlikova. Boy, that's a tough one. She's reaching for the ball. Rulova runs her over and she gets the interference call. Rulova headed to the players' bench. A little bump to the head. So she's gone off. The Czechs killed off their 2 penalties. Now they'll go on the power play. Just under 2 minutes to go in the period, so they'll have the advantage of this power play for the rest of the period or until they score, whichever comes first. Ledlova got it behind the goal. Battle ensues down there. Krivlova out in front to Ledlova. Nets come loose. Whistle will go. 34 seconds left to go in the period. The Czechs have had the ball in Slovak territory most of the time, but the Slovaks are battling, not giving up a lot of clean shots. That time Ledlova tried to get it out in front. Didn't get through to the goalkeeper. Ball bouncing around, it's kicked to the boards. Comes to the Slovaks, they've got time here. Kapustova had a chance to clear it, didn't the first time, but does on the second attempt. First one was knocked down by Shisheva. And again, the Slovaks get it, don't get it out. A couple of times now. Kapustova had a chance to clear it, didn't. Back at the point. Volkova diving out, getting a big trapper on it. Is Tomishkova. $55 seconds to go in the period, 58 to go in the power play. Good decision by Tomishkova. The ball was dangerously free out in front of the Slovak goalkeeper. Slovaks a little slow getting their 4th player out there. Gabarichkova. So they'll have to change their center iceman. Coming in to take the face off for Nakova. Nemcheva. Back to Nemcheva. Nemcheva. Shot. Ball goes up in the air. Ledlova's there. 2 players taking a swing at it. It goes in behind the goal. Ledlova has it. Ledlova down low. 30 seconds to go in the period. Ledlova. They close on her quickly. Swept out towards the point, kept in. Nemcheva, hard shot, good save by Tomichkova. Ball goes to the boards. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Rulova back at the point. Nemcheva, big slap shot, blocked up high. This time the Slovaks get it out. Time will run out on the Czech power play. Buzzer goes, only 3 seconds will be on the penalty clock when we come back for the 3rd period. But a big second period for the Slovaks. They played the Czechs much more evenly in that second period. They got a power play, took advantage of it. A goal by Kazmarska has tied it for the Slovaks. We'll go into the third period with a 1-1 tie between these two teams. Should be a great finish here at Tip Sport. Make sure you come back and join us. In less than 10 minutes from now, we'll start that third period. These are the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. We are in Pardubice, right in the heart of the Czech Republic.
Jak jsem slíbil, tak konám. Nemám polovici Janu Fričovou a zeptám se jí rovnou, padla první branka do té naší milované sítě. Jak jste to zvládli na sebe?
Tak myslím jsme to tak, že musíme teď ještě víc makat, protože Slovenky nám to určitě nejde zadarmo a musíme makat.
Já doufám, že teďka něco nepokazím, ale musím se zeptat, koukám, že na uších máš krásné narušnice. Je to vůbec povolené?
Myslím si, že jo, měli bychom mít asi náplasti, ale nikdo nám nic zatím neříkal. Myslím si, že když už je to ženský hokejbal, že nám to takhle sluší.
Sluší ti to velice moc, kolik máš takhle hráčských náušnic? Máš speciální náušnice na zápas a potom někam na parádu večer, nebo to jsou stejné náušnice?
Nemám pořád ty samé, akorát teď v bazénu jsem jedna ztratila, naštěstí se našla.
A v jakém bazénu bychom mohli namotivovat naše fanoušky, třeba ji najdou?
To máme u nás na penzionu a to máme u nás tam pro sebe a tam děláme regeneraci a podobně.
Výborně, takže až večer možná někde ve městě uvidíte Janu Fričovou, schválně zkontrolujte, jestli bude mít růžové náušnice. Jana Fričová. Garanti mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Ministerstvo školství, mládeže a tělovýchovy, agentura Czech Turismu, Pardubický kraj, statutární město Pardubice. Generálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká podnikatelská pojišťovna a Finex Technology. Hlavní partneři mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou JTEC, KYB Manufacturing, PlayStation, služby města Pardubice, Battery Shop, T6 Power, Quiz, Marvel, AML Holding, Radegas, stavební firma Ječmínek, Czech Insurance Agency, Nissan Auto In. Partnery Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu jsou Sabe, Střída Sport, Merč 53, Fischer Hockey, Stillman, Hayden Sport, CZE a Vidber. Hlavními mediálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká televize a Český rozhlas Radiožurnál. Partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou AAA Auto, Štojbly, Léčebné lázně Bohdaneč, Keto Diet, Vodovody a kanalizace Pardubice, Explozia, Shell, TNT Trade, Auto, Energie AG Bohemia, Markmet, Calypso, ČPP Service, Správa a údržba silnic Pardubického kraje, Napatas, Comia, EM Stav, Astex a Aspra, Elektroservis Modr, Finet Pardubice, Tekan, Mados NT, SAM Litomyšl, Bauxet.cz a Top Centrum. Dodavateli mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Rozvojový fond Pardubice, ABK, Edera, Konektor, Flejny, Odrážovka, Bitfood, České dráhy, Rosengard, Patapuf, Red Tide, Bonte Catering, Chargebox, Volfloor, Tiguron, Kohinor, Berser, Finlandia a France. Regionálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Aquacentrum Pardubice, Atrium Palác Pardubice, Deep Vision, destinační společnost Východní Čechy, Kulturní centrum Pardubice, Dopravní podnik Pardubice, McDonald's, Dostihový spolek Pardubice, HC Dynamo Pardubice, Letiště Pardubice, Golf Resort Lutická hora a regionální rozvojová agentura Pardubického kraje.
Den Pardubického kraje už klepe na dveře. V pátek 9. června od 10 do 21 hodin se můžete na Pernštejnském a Kolínského náměstí v Pardubicích těšit na bohatý program. Prohlídky úřadu, dobročinný jarmark, ukázka práce záchranných složek, regionální potraviny a řemeslníci. A ve 20 hodin na Pernštejnském náměstí koncert Heleny Vondráčkové. Den Pardubického kraje v pátek 9. června. www.pardubickýkraj.cz.
Dnešní půlnocí se světový šampionát hokejovalu v Pardubicích přebrne do své druhé poloviny. Máme za sebou 4 kompletní hrací dny a teď se podíváme na nejlepší branky z každého hracího dne. Jsou to krásné branky, mimo jiné i od našich krásných hokejbalistek. Čas na kostku. Vážení fanoušci, je čas na highlighty druhé třetiny derby Česko versus Slovensko. Pojďme se podívat.
got a 1-1 tie between the Czech Republic and Slovakia in this game in the women's competition at the ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. The home team, Czech Republic, got out to a 1-0 lead in the first period. Slovaks responded with a power play goal in the second. And we are tied at 1. Shots on goal they have posted after 2 periods of play. Czech Republic 24, Slovakia 4. Take that as you may. Penalties, 4 to Slovakia, 3 to the Czech Republic. The Czechs have certainly had a decided advantage in play, but the Slovaks have done a great job of clogging up in front of their goalkeeper, preventing a lot of shots from getting through. So the Czechs have had a lot of ball possession in the Slovak end. But scoring chances really haven't been all that plentiful. Slovakia, 1 win, 1 loss. Coming into this game, they beat Canada, lost to the U.S. Czech Republic had a couple of very one-sided games against Italy and the United Kingdom. All right, we're underway here, third period. The penalty that still had 3 seconds on it at the end of the second period has now expired, so we are at 5-on-5. Kazmarek along the boards. It's Marska, rather. Ball is chipped up into the stands. Both teams will change. It's the Slovaks in the white jerseys, the Czechs in the red, predominantly red. Czechs out in front of their own goal. Get it to Triblova. Triblova stopped at center. Slovaks lose the handle. Czechs get it back. Up through the middle. Triblova. And it gets out over the center red line. Ledlova will clear it in. She'll go in to chase herself, along with Druzinova of the team Slovak. 4 players in there. Referee blows the whistle. Face-off will be to the left of Slovakia goalie Zuzana Tomičková. Shishova going off, as is Druzinova. That line of Ledlova, Shishova, and Priblova. Tough for the Slovaks to handle. Slovaks won the faceoff, but then turn it over. Shot was blocked. Almost a big mistake by the Slovaks, but they'll get it out. Vargova right down to Zakovska in goal for the Czechs. The Czechs pick it up and head up the floor. Rulova getting a step on the outside. Rulova shot. That missed. She was looking far side. Hustling over to keep it in. Kosinova. Hicksova threw it in front. Nobody there. Slovaks have it. Out at center, off the boards, down the floor. That will be a flooring call against Slovakia. There's the shot that was blocked, and then the diving clear. And this is Rulova, the captain. That run down the left side. Looking far side with the shot. That missed. again, Rulva. Something we haven't mentioned, coach of the Czech national women's ball hockey team, Karel Manhart. You may recognize that name. He is also the coach of the women's ice hockey team. Believes there's a great crossover between these two sports. He is coaching both. Long slap pass, not a chance for that to work. That's picked off by the Slovaks. Brought in, little drop pass. A little slow moving it, but they'll get it down into the corner. Perlikova out in front. Great chance for Stasova, and Sikovska with a big save. Slovaks coming close to taking the lead. Czechs will settle it down after that close call. Nemcheva out at center was looking for Ledova. Again, it goes down the floor. This one will spin wide of the goal. Get another whistle. Go back down to our left once again. Here's that chance for Slovakia. A drop pass. Well, we don't pick up the actual chance on goal, but surprised maybe there wasn't a tripping penalty there as the stick went between the feet of the Slovak player. Czechs may have gotten away with one. Czech TV also here doing this game just down the way from me here. I wonder how they're doing with the pronunciations. Nobody recognized them as being the same. Another chance for the Slovaks. Drusinova with a great chance. This is Drusinova, and the save made by Sikovska. Slovaks getting their chances here in the third. They've had the better chances. 1-1 tie. Czech Republic at the blue line. Shisheva. Actually, it's number 24. Kavinchkova. Down in behind the goal. Rulova out in front. Fanning on the shot was Hiksova. Frishova able to hold it in momentarily. Now the Slovaks bring it out. Shisheva, or Frishova, gets a stick in there and clears it back in. Slovaks will dump it in. That was Kazmarska. Slovak player goes down. Play on, says the referee. The whistle goes now. There will be a flooring call against the Czechs. This is definitely the Slovaks' best period of this game. They did score in the second on a power play, but they are playing the Czechs tough here in the third, and they have had the better of the scoring chances. Stasova and Drusinova in particular have had two great opportunities for the Slovaks. They win the faceoff. And along the boards, Stasova, the two number 8, Stasova and Petachkova. Petachkova comes up with it. She stopped as she tried to ring it around the boards. Stasova has it. Close quarters right down below us in the corner. Stasova comes back to the point. The shot did not get through, was blocked up high off the stick of Pravlikova. Slovaks keep it in. Petachkova for the Czechs has her stick tied up. Now the Czechs have it. Kasinova with good speed around the outside, gets to center, loses the handle as she got to the blue line, didn't gain the offensive zone. Now she'll dump it in. She's going to turn, head to the bench. Ledlova. This is that dangerous line for the Czechs. Shisheva. Down to Ledlova. Shisheva. Cutting out in front. Knocked away. She made her move to the front of the Slovak goal. That shot well wide by Dremiskova. Kriblova. Shishkova looking for it. Ledlova. That pass missed, goes all the way down the floor. Again, it'll be a flooring call. This line, hard to handle. Ball came off the end boards. Cleared by Sitanska. Slovaks, new life. Tied and playing well right now. Hikskova to take the face-off for the Czech Republic. Ball loose in the circle, taken by the Slovaks. Zaborska doesn't get it out, shot right back in again. Fruhov over to Zaborska. Slow to move it. Czechs close in on her. Zaborska going to do it herself, lugs it out down the floor, but the ball got away from her and it'll go back and we'll have a face-off back in the Slovak end. 6:59 gone, third period. We are still tied at 1. Two women's games we're really looking forward today. Canada-US. Canada winning earlier 3-1 over the US. Shot goes wide, and then this one. Czech Republic, Slovakia. And this is a dandy. We are tied at 1. Almost halfway through the third period now. In around behind the goal. Pravlikova. Pravlikova turning. Got it out in front. Turnover in front. Sliding to clear it was Marska. She mishandled the ball the first time. Made up for it. Stolen away by the Slovaks. Stasova tried to get it in front. They'll pick that off. They'll keep it in. Over to get it. Kasinova. Nemchova missed it. Slovaks on it. Kernakova in the corner. Lenka Kernakova. Shouldn't have tried it the second time. Kernakova. Lenka Kernakova. Ball held against the boards. We'll get a face-off. Working hard up here, folks. Ball comes to the boards. Czechs can't get it out on the first try. They do on the second. Cleared away. Over on the far side, taken by Releva. He'll dump it in. Back to pick it up behind the goal. Zitanska. Around the boards. Czechs are on it first. Pribleva swept away. Won't be enough for flooring. The Czechs will go back to get it. Releva. Ledlova. Her pass, a lazy one. That's intercepted by the Slovaks. and they'll bring it in. So Borska fell down as she got the ball inside the blue line. Ledlova will pick it up on the far side. Tried to dump it in, but put it up and out of play. 9 minutes exactly now gone in the third. 6 to go. Still just the 1 goal each side. Giveaway inside the blue line. The Czechs have it. That shot was blocked. Going over to pick it up in the corner, Kubinova up along the boards. Outside the blue line, they'll hold it inside. They'll throw it back down in deep. Gizmarova. Hicksova. Rulova. She's knocked down. Play continues on. Kapustova will clear it the length of the floor. Off the boards, and it will go for flooring once again.
Takže doufám, že jste tam všichni už byli, že jste si tam pořádně užili té zábavy. A jestli ne, tak přijďte, jsme tam každý den.
At the blue line, Slovaks have it. But again, push it ahead. This may be just enough. It will be again flooring against the Slovaks. 9:57, time gone, third period. Goals by Shishova in the first period for Czech Republic and Kazmarska for the Slovakians in the second. That's it. 1 goal each. Stasova battling over there on the far side for the Slovaks. Ball comes loose, cleared down the floor. Back to get it, Nemcheva. Kasinova up at the blue line, finds Manitova. That's picked off. Cleared back out by the Slovaks. Nemcheva will go back into her own end to pick it up. The pass off a stick wouldn't have been flooring, so Tomchikova comes out to play it. Slovaks have it. Knocked down at the blue line. Manitova off her stick. She cut in front of the goal. Into the corner. She'll go and get it. Working her way off the boards. Lucia Manitova has it taken away. Kazmarska down the floor. Picked off there by Demiskova. Slovaks with it. Through the middle. Ledlova. That's onside. She's watched by Griskova. Ledlova trying to work out in front. Ledlova to the front of the goal. Save made by Tomiskova. Another shot. Another save. Tomiskova comes up with a couple of saves. Slovaks come away with it. Ran into Demiskova. They'll back up. Almost too many players for the Czechs. Ledlova to the front of the goal, scooped up by Tomishkova. We are down to 3 minutes, 16 seconds left to go in regulation. Neta Ledlova. Czech Republic has called a timeout. Her shot easily scooped up there by Tomishkova. Both goaltenders have played well. Tomiskova has been the busier of the two. Stakowska in goal for the Czech Republic. Not as busy, but she has made some big saves, especially here in the third period. Two in particular, off of Stasova and Zurinova. All right, here we go. 3:16, still tied. If it's tied after regulation, they'll go to a shootout. Face-off not done fairly. The noise picks up a little bit here at Tipsport. That shot is tipped over the top of the goal. They're going to move the face-off outside the blue line, saying it went off a Czech player. Reda Fruhoff, defenseman for the Slovak. Shot from outside, right on goal, and Tomiskova is going to hold on to that. Hariskova with a long shot from outside. Czechs will change up, send out 5 new players. Nemcheva and Kazinova back at the point up front for Ralkova, Petachkova, and Manitova. Ball goes over to the far side. On it first are the Slovaks. Down the floor it'll go. Nemcheva. All over her, Zurinova. Nemcheva gets it up along the boards here on the near side, pinching in but not able to hold it. Was Pavlikova. And down the floor it'll go. Zaborska. Knocked away. Martinova in front. Manitoba with the shot. Big save by Tomiskova. Manitoba was in alone, number 22. She will get her scoring chances. There's a quick give and go, the shot, and a great save by Tomiskova. Lucia Manitoba robbed by the Slovak goalkeeper. Got a piece of it and it just went by the post. 2:22, time to go. Timeout, this time for the Slovaks. Both teams have used their timeout. There are the Czechs. Animated instructions from Karl Manhart. A little calmer over on the Slovak bench. Down to 2:22 in regulation. Vivova to take the face-off for the Czechs. Right from the face-off, a shot came in. Another save made by Tomchikov. It's out in front. It's deflected. It lands on top of the goal and stays there. The Czechs come close again. Kripalova won the face-off. Quick shot there by Shisheva. She's having a great game. And Shisheva gets her stick on it again. That one hit her teammate in front. It went off of Kriblova and landed right on top of the goal. Face-off maybe should have come outside the blue line, but tough to tell in real time who that hit. Ball squeaks out towards center, kept in. The Slovaks will have to go into the corner to try and track it down. Zitanska. Ball towards center, kept in. goes wide. Shot came in from Rulova. Likova couldn't clear it for the Slovaks. Now they'll get it down the floor. Bouncing ball. This is going to go right to the goalkeeper. She's going to have to cover it up. Is Katarina Zakowska. That means there'll be a face-off in the Czech end of the floor. 1:37 left to go in the third. Got a dandy here at Tip Sport Arena in Pardubice. Slovaks won the faceoff, pushed it forward into the corner. Backhand doesn't get through, also blocked. Great job by Patachkova for the Czechs, but now the Slovaks will bring it in. Kapustova turning in the corner, taking it down low. Now trying to cycle it. She'll get it back to the blue line. But down in front of the Czech goal, a crease violation has been called, so much for that promising setup by the Slovaks. They'll bring the face-off outside the blue line. Kusinova for the Czechs. Griblova. She will face off against Kazmarska. Czechs control it, but the Slovaks have it, give it away. And they'll take it right back again, play at center. Shisheva. Czechs get their big line out there for this last minute of play. 50 seconds to go. Ravlikova down the floor. This one, again, right to the goalkeeper, so no flooring. She'll leave it there. Didn't want to face off in her own end. Players fall in the corner. Slovaks come up with it. Kazmarska caught up with the referee a little bit. Keeps working along the boards. 25 seconds to go in the game. In behind the goal. Stasova tried to get it out in front, hit the back of the goal. Comes to the side of the goal, and away come the Czechs. Lucia Railova down to Demichkova. In behind the goal. Ledlova was looking there. The ball's going to go over to the far side. Regulation comes to an end. A 1-1 tie. Great work by the Slovaks to hang on. Great defensive game. Zakowska, the goaltender for the Czech Republic, not happy with that result. That's not a happy face, folks. Czech Republic, I say great job by the Slovaks because the Czech Republic controlled the ball so well, had so much time in the Slovak end of the floor, but the Slovaks just defensively didn't give up a whole lot. Use the cliche, they bent but didn't break. So now the referee's over. They'll get the list of the first three shooters. We'll go a round of three. If it's still tied after three, then we'll go 1 for 1 until we have a winner in this game. Each team will pick up at least 1 point for the regulation tie. The shootout, you get 2 points if you win in a shootout. Slovakia could move within 1 point of the Czech Republic if they win. If the Czech Republic win, they will move ahead of Canada. Both the Czech Republic and Canada with 6 points. Canada has played 3 games. Czech Republic, this is their third. All right. 3-round shootout. Shots on goal. End of the game, it's showing as 31-8 in favor of the Czechs. Slovaks will go first. Jana Kapustova. This is the captain. Zakowska back in the goal. All right, here we go. Kapustova. She'll move in slowly. Kapustova. Forehand save made by Sakovska. Czechs have got some options to go to. They're going to start with Priblova. Might see all of that line shooting. Priblova, Shishova, and Ledlova. Just speculation on my part. Vendela, Priblova. Priblova. Backhand stop made by Tomchikova. So, no one's been able to score yet. Each team has had one shot. It's the goal scorer now for Slovakia, Kazmarska. Kazmarska, she got that power play goal in the second period. Kazmarska, she elects to shoot. That hit either the goal post or the crossbar. We'll pick it up here on this replay. Boom. Goal post. Right post. Beat the goalkeeper, couldn't beat the post. All right, it won't be the three on that line because this is Lucia Manitova. Manitova taking your time, back and forth, shoots, scores, went low, stick side. Luska Manitova. And she's just a little happy. Elected to shoot that tough spot for goalkeepers. Low stick side. So the Slovaks must score here. Viskova. Did not see her a lot in this game, but they're going to put her in to shoot. She is really taking her time. Showing a little bit of everything and rolls it wide. And the Czechs win it in a shootout. It's been a dandy here at Tipsport. Viskova not really sure what she had in mind. A lot of fancy footwork, a lot of shuffling, and every day shuffling. Czechs pull it out. They get 2 points for the overtime victory. They now have 8, 2 points clear of Team Canada. USA with 5. Slovakia pick up 1 for the overtime loss. They've got 4. Great Britain 3. Italy with just the 1. All right, that'll do it for this game. Another good one. Next game scheduled for 8 o'clock this evening, which is just over 2 hours from now. We get a little bit of a break. And it'll either be myself or you may get a treat. Steve Power has made his way across the pond from Canada and has joined us. And Steve is going to do a few games. Not sure which ones just yet. We talked about maybe doing the Czech-Portugal game. He's definitely going to do the USA-Italy game. Give me a little bit of a break. So either myself or Steve will be here for Czech-Portugal. Steve will do USA-Italy, and that'll round out our day. Then we're back again bright and early tomorrow morning. For now, we'll step aside once again. This is our 4th of 6 games we will bring you today. It was a dandy, a great game. It was one that we had been looking forward to for a while. The Czechs and the Slovaks women's hockey came down to a shootout, and the Czechs pull it out. We will see you again at 8 o'clock when we will turn things back to the men's competition. For now, just want to remind you, you're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships from the beautiful Tipsport Arena in sunny, historic Pardubice in the Czech Republic. See you in 2 hours, everyone.
14, 14, Denisa Křížová. přichází čas pro krásnou píseň. Prosím, povstaňte, zazní národní hymna České republiky. Dear friends, please rise for the national anthem of Team Czech Republic. Po samostatných nájezdech. Vážení fanoušci, tím dnešní program zdaleka nekončí. Už ve 20:10 přivítáme výběr českých reprezentantů a jim se do cesty postaví silný výběr Portugalska. Takže nejpozději v 19:45 se dostavte zpět do Tip Sport Arény.